there we go. Hopefully everything's all coming through loud and clear. We're just going to do the usual stuff in the background. I'll be with you shortly, I guess. So, hello and welcome. You'll notice the gloves are back. It's still a bit cold here in the UK. And we continue to refuse to put the heating on. So, enjoy the music while I sort out the things in the background. Things like thumbnail, playlists, and other things like that. But if you are here, please confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Otherwise it means I've messed up my audio settings and I'll have to sort things out. There we go, now I can start saving things, that's good. So, I hope you've all enjoyed your weekend. This is to make up for the lack of a live stream on Friday. Unfortunately, the wife wanted to watch a film on Friday, so I had to oblige, I guess you could say. So yes, we've got a postponed stream until today. So, obviously we have the Jutland up and ready in the background, but if you have any requests or you want to partake in what I call the Science Support Division, feel free to shout out, and then as soon as I am all done setting up the stream in the background, and I can then therefore see the chat, I'll be able to see what I can oblige with. But yeah, I think all those settings, everything's all nicely saved. That's all good then. Okie dokie. So I can close this down, and then once that goes back to the studio I can bring up the chat, and then I can see who's actually turned up, I guess you could say. And I'll close Discord down. There's no point risking chancing my internet any more than I need to. As some of you do know, my internet can be hit or miss at times, and therefore sometimes it can be more miss. D&B Dark Magician, loud and clear, much obliged, much obliged. Salty Sax, hello, good to see you, sir, good to see you. Right, we got the chat up and running, we can get Jutland up and running. Here she goes. What I'll do is I'll pop the chat out, and then I'll close that down. Hopefully this should all work. Just need to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Well, hello and welcome. Let's get comfortable. And better get the headset on. Ooh, a DD heavy game. What are we up against then? We have a summer. Karabosk, a Shimikaze, another Shimikaze, another Shimikaze, Musashi with a Frigate Grosser, and Alaska Yamato. Good news, there is no radar on the enemy team. And 3 torpedo boats. So as long as we don't eat a torpedo, we should be alright. Let's get Jutland into the centre then. I'm feeling a bit brash, I guess you could say. Brit Battler, hello, hello. Just finished the Vanguard grind. Feels like saying goodbye to an old pal. Yes. Well, maybe we can sort out a Vanguard game after this, maybe. Yeah, some of the Karabosk quite good gunboats. And Shimikazes don't necessarily concern me too much gun-wise. It's just if they chuck a loose torpedo out. Vanguard loved that boat. No, it's fair enough. She's had a bit of a troubled past. For me, it was always just trying to find the right commander build for it. But once I found the commander build, yeah, I don't mind the ship. The problem is when you've got alternatives like Lion and Monarch at that tier. I kind of prefer to play them. Ooh, My t-shirt's actually being picked up on the green screen, which is quite interesting. No, well, it'll be fine. Interesting situation is that we are not contested in Bravo. Now we are contested in Bravo, and we know that whatever it is over on that side. Enemy DD spotted, Shimikaze 1 of 3. There's the summer, and what's with the summer? A Shimikaze. So, okay, so either a Shimikaze or a Karabosk here. And he's right over in that corner, so I'm going to go investigate. What was that? Okay, well, right, we know it's the Karabosk. I'm going to load up AP, because I know the Karabosk's got armour, I dare say, for a destroyer at least. And therefore, usually AP on the broadside of it will be more advantageous. Okay, right, what we'll do, let's turn this around. Let's see if we can force an engagement from here. At the moment, he's close enough that we could smoke and sonar. In fact, that is what we're going to do as he comes around the corner, broadside on. It's always worth chucking out some torpedoes, because A, you never know what you might get. If you get a situation like that, that's always rather hilarious. I'm not going to complain. Taking out an enemy ship of the higher tier, and definitely a very dangerous gunboat. JJ, hello. Guess what? Ooh. I'll try and keep this one PG. It's Sunday? Oh, it's Monday. It could be Monday. I've got the Yamato tomorrow. Ooh. Yes. The mighty Yamato. One of those... Personally, I don't rate the ship that highly, because I find it's a little bit... I don't want to say too easy, but... That is what I said in my video back in the day. So yeah, the 18-inch guns which overmatch everything written all over it can be, I guess, a little easy to play. However, with Yamato, just bear in mind, don't get close to enemy action, and just be cautious of your cheeks. You've got big cheeks in the Yamato, which go straight into the Citadel. So does the Musashi. Dark Magician. Now that's how it's called, Commander. Just got to make sure I get through the island. I'd like to give Musashi 6 of the best. Might be able to oblige her. Oh, she's actually already going to be taking 6 of the best. Oh, goody. Battleships don't sail in straight lines. Because British torpedoes. She's probably going to need... Yeah, she's probably going to need the rest of the torpedoes if I'm going to get her. But I think she's going to skirt away. I'd like to sit here and open fire to set her on fire. But I think the Friedrich Grosser... I think I can do it actually. The Friedrich Grosser's not pushing in. I think if Friedrich Grosser was pushing in, I'd be very cautious, because obviously Friedrich Grosser does have quite long range German sonar, and also lots of secondaries to back it up, or anti-torpedo boat guns as they want to. Oh, hello. That's awkward. I did not want to have to engage the Shimikaze from here, because my sonar's on cooldown. Okay, she's gone. I think Mushashi's going to burn up. Right. 3 DeGross is pushing in. Okay. Let's get our guns trained. Oh god. Okay. Guns there. We'll clear those torpedoes. Okay. Apologies for the very quick camera work at the moment. Did you research the problem song? Yes, I did look into it. It's ironically, I think it actually is copyrighted. if I research the correct one, so I probably will skirt clear a bit, just to be on the safe side. Hopefully they buff secondaries to be a bit more historically accurate. The thing is, they don't want secondaries to be the main source of your damage income, I guess you could say. I think what they probably need to do with secondaries, they've done quite a bit with secondaries as is, because they've done enhanced secondary targeting, they've done secondary priority target. And they have done lots of little tweaks. So the secondaries have come a long way since this game originally launched back in 2019. Could they do more? Swings and roundabouts, I think. Because the last thing they want is players who just build a secondary boat and just drive it around and don't shoot the main battery, I guess you could say. That's what I think they're hinting at us. Oh, in regards to the... I think you're referring to the dev blog... Oh, Shimikaze. Goody. Right, definitely sign her on. I think I'm alright to turn around and re-engage. Evening, Abercrombie. Evening. It's wargaming, nothing's realistic. I think that's one thing that you always have to kind of remember. This is a very, very technically advanced arcade game, really. You might be able to dabble with that Yamato a little bit, maybe. Okay, fresh target dead ahead is a Shimikaze, another Shimikaze, goody. Well, as you said, the only reason why they added CVs is because they're historically relevant. A lot of the player base was a lot of vocal people were asking for carriers for a long time. Personally, I'm not really too fussed about them. I mean, it's nice to have them, but I could live without them at the same time. I don't necessarily feel that they're entirely necessary. But I can see why some people wanted them and why people ask for them and stuff, so they do sometimes have their time and place, I guess you could say. Proper small torpedo boats would be nice as well. At least the new abbreviation will make sense then. Yeah, no, that's true. Well, I'd be interested to see if they could introduce more ships, maybe even at lower tiers, because you got things like, say, the Polish cruiser, which is a minesweeper at tier 1, and then you've got things like the Katori, which is a tender, a sea tender really, as a tier 2 premium cruiser. I'd like to see more ships like that. I know they're going to be at low tiers and things like that, but I'd also like to see some of the oddities. like minesweepers. Like, they're kind of interesting. Torpedo boats could be interesting, but there's already quite a lot of players who don't like destroyers as is. So I don't think they would be exactly too thrilled about having more small torpedo delivery devices. The only way you could make torpedo boats work would be if you actually gave them limited ammunition. Literally, they only had like 2 torpedoes, and that was it, the whole game. That could then be a little bit interesting. It would make, maybe it could make quite an interesting alternative game mode. Evening, Jeff. Evening. Next thing you know, subs. Oh, don't bring up subs. Subs has pretty much destroyed World of Warships PC. I mean, if you thought carriers are unpopular over on PC, just look at the player base's response to subs over there. Is that Prince Eugen? Yeah, it's Prince Eugen. Nice. To be honest, I need to pick up a Prince Eugen at some point. I need to also pick up a Tirpitz, but Prince Eugen for sure. As and when. Oh, now you're coming to the game. Well, we're gonna touch tips. There we go. Let me have a look. Jervison division with a Flint and an Atlanta. That's quite a nasty division. Hipper and a Baltimore division. Vladivostok, Bismarck, Iowa, Saipan. Oh, of course there's Saipan. Wolf Thunder has torpedo boats alongside proper DDs, yeah. My only thought is if they did do, say, torpedo boats. Okay, we've got that division down here, so I can probably flex a bit harder. If they did introduce torpedo boats, I think they'd have to almost be in like their own little game mode where there weren't any like smaller maps with only like destroyers, cruisers, and torpedo boats. To be honest, this is the thing. If they've introduced subs, then potentially, you never know. Maybe they might introduce PT boats and torpedo boats. I guess they kind of already dug themselves into that hole of their allowing it in some way. Zerlane Otago doesn't normally come back, right? Zerlane Otago probably won't come back due to the voice actor. So the voice actor attended a war memorial in Japan, but it was slightly controversial, and the Chinese didn't like it, is the best way to put it, and because of that, they've had to change the voice actor for Zerlane Otago in China. Still the same Japanese voice actor for like a Zerlane and all sorts of other of their games. Oh god, those torpedoes stop. But yeah, so because with wargaming, they're in this quite awkward situation, I guess you say, where they got because it's a worldwide game. The question is, if they did re-release it, obviously they need Yo-Star's agreement, but it's like, what voice actor do you put on it? Because you can't have one voice actor for one region and a different voice actor for a different region in this game. That Bismarck broadside on. We might. Let's use the torpedo reload booster for that. She's not going to be expecting a volley of AP, so shortly after a volley of HE. Prince Eugen's getting focus as well. I need to get this into open water. I've got myself stuck up against an island, which I'm not exactly happy about. Come on. The problem is I'm in an awkward position. I know that. But what's happening is, like, I keep having targets to shoot at. So it means that every time I think about leaving this position, something crops up. Right. Okay, where did I get to? Oh, Pepper Jones. Hello. I think train. Okay, all right. I've definitely lost where I am in the chat, so I'm going to apologise for that. I'm just going to have to just keep going with the flow, though, I guess you could say. So Pega says, I think after training rooms and other quality of life introductions, Tier 8 needs to be looked at because it's more of a side grade to Tier 7 than anything else. 4th module slot and heals really close the gap. Tier 7, Tier 8. Yeah, I suspect what they might end up doing is probably doing putting a bit of polish on Legendary Tier and Tier 8. Just to separate Tier 8 out a little bit more. And honestly, like, Tier 8 is kind of still being balanced. You already kind of still see super testers taking Tier 8s out, which usually means they're either testing changes or testing other things as well. What's going on here? The enemy's flexing, I think. But the problem is they've got too much damage potential locked down in one location. I mean, I could go hell for leather and try and storm the gates. My concern is if I do that, I'm going to end up, running into that little fella. That little chap is quite dangerous. JJ, what they need to do is add training rooms so all your clanmates can play for fun, just laughs, but not lose money per match. Yeah, I've noticed that what quite a lot of people do is they turn the cross-play off and then party up, and then do counting divisions against each other. And that usually works. So means if you want to play with your friends and divisions larger than 2, you do these kind of counting divisions. And sometimes, most of the times, you're on the different teams. But every now and then, you get that perfect game where you're all in one team. I think we've done it before, where we ended up with there were, I want to say, 6 or I think there was 6 of us, and we all ended up on the same team. We were all in divisions of 2, and doing this counting method. Let's just say that game was won very quickly. Can I get rid of this cheeky devil? Oh. At least our carrier's doing the right thing by going after him, I'm going to be honest, but at the same time, I'm finding myself in a very awkward situation. I've got a Vladivostok and an Iowa trying to push down on me. And I've just realised my positioning is quite awkward. The Iowa's looking at me. Let's take a risk. Let's turn out here. The Iowa's not looking now. Yeah, I got enough space. Okay. I'm sorry, who said that? Britt Battler. The concept of recreating historical battles using training rooms. Yeah, no, I'm completely with you there. That is probably something that I will also like to arrange, especially like through a community and stuff like that. Even play out like certain scenarios. And then if I am obviously at a later date, maybe once I got a replacement laptop, I think it would also be really good to get those recorded. They could make some really interesting videos. Action Pumper, good evening, all the way from the Canaries. You on holiday, sir? I hope you enjoy your holiday, Action Pumper. I'm quick. I think that our training rooms are hyped at the moment. Will die down pretty quickly after release. That's, I guess, in some ways that is potentially true. That Jervis has not left those battleships, which is interesting. Oh, that dispersion was awful. Exeter 2 Leanders versus a Graf Spey. Yeah, very true. But also, I'd like to do, see if I could get, probably have to be 2 Hankies, but almost like 2, what would be Arafusers. No. It'd be 2 Cossack 38s and 1 Arafuser to versus a Graf Spee to represent a what if. Maybe if Lansdorf had identified the ships incorrectly as 2 destroyers and a light cruiser, how that battle would have gone. Like, because this is the thing, it's potentially believed that obviously Lansdorf believed he was engaging 2 destroyers and a cruiser, and based on the silhouettes of the Leanders and the Exeter, the only British ships that would match up with that would have been an Arafuser and 2 tribal class destroyers, and so I'd like to play out that scenario. Also, I'd love to do like Dunkirk, just have like some Graf Zeppelins and some August Parsifals using aircraft only to engage British, French, and Commonwealth and potentially pan-European destroyers, which and the destroyers have to traverse the map to like a port area, sit at the port area for a bit, and then evacuate. That could be quite interesting. Or they could have a tutorial for new players, how to play the game, and unlike I did, they had to come to YouTube to learn from people. Yeah, this is the thing, having some form of... I better shoot you, actually. Oh, Neptune's beard. Oh, he's not looking at me, thank God. I'm going to try and keep up with the chat, but I do apologise if I am missing any messages. But yeah, having a tutorial in the game, yeah, no, that's something that has been raised a lot of times. I think Wargame's position on it is basically the amount of time it takes for them to create a tutorial and what they get out of it doesn't add up, I guess you could say, for them. And so they kind of have left it to like the CCs and content creators and things like that to make tutorials and guides and things like that. And that has been it's a really strange position. I would rather they added some form of, even if in like the loading screen they actually directed you to some potential tutorial videos that have been created and stuff, but then that would mean they'd have to either create them themselves or publicly acknowledge certain creators' contents. I don't know why they can't do that. It's a really strange predicament that they put themselves into, and yeah, I wouldn't say it's definitely not ideal. Azib, hello, and Sniper Patch, hello. I will catch up with your messages as I slightly fight my way through the chat. Britbat is a fellow Scot, born in Glasgow but lives in the Shetlands. Ooh, you're way out there, sir. Oh, hello, we have an enemy carrier. Right, let's dabble with that. Oh, JJ's off. Oh, cheerio. Look out yourselves and enjoy your night, and have a good week. Hopefully I won't be leaving it so long between live streams. Oh. Normally situations like that I end up just letting the flood go to farm unsinkable and dreadnought medals. That's cheeky. I should have done that. It's probably because I'm half playing the game, half reading the chat, my position. Okay. I was not paying attention to that game. I wouldn't like, first place definitely deserves it. I don't feel like I deserve second place. I kind of feel like I was away with the fairies most of the time in that game. Anyway, feel free to shout out any requests, unless there's been any others. Let's have a look. I think someone might have... I can see Nelson shouted out in the chat, so I'll chuck the Nelson into a match and we'll see where we get to. So, Star Patch, hello. Was playing battleships last night, 4 destroyers per side. Can wargaming limit ships types in battles like CVs? They could. They could put these restrictions on. I mean, you kind of already see those kind of styles of restrictions on ranked and things like that. But they don't want to do it to normal gameplay because it would split the player base up even more than I guess it already is. Because obviously with World Warships Legends, although it's cross-play, it's down to the players to actively turn their cross-play on. And it comes turned off as standard, and therefore pretty much for a lot of players they don't really realise that they can probably reduce matchmaking or be matched up against a larger variety of ships or players by actively going into the settings. For the PlayStation, changing that setting is very very easy. On the Xbox, I've heard that the way that you can turn crossplay on and off is incredibly heavily buried in the actual software of the Xbox itself, inside the settings. Chris shared a playlist for World Warships Legends. Yeah, there is some very good content on World Warships PC and Legends. The PC playlist is very good. I'd always highly recommend that. But there is a separate Legends playlist as well, which can be also useful. Jeff Dave, the fighting Temeraire. Yeah, reckless Temeraire. It's strange, like that ship name is completely French. Did the Alabama damage con the single fire? Good show. Alright, let's get this angled. We didn't get another fire. That is a surprise, I must say. We also got a KG5. KG5 I can actually bow tank because it's only got 14-inch guns. I'm going to get rid of some HE and I'm going to load up some AP. Oh, there's definitely a destroyer out there somewhere. Right, let's turn this in, let's get it angled. I think the KG5 is having consultations with himself, I believe. Let's put it about there. Ooh. The Surrey's going hell for leather. He's putting himself at risk. What are you? You're a Kagero. That's not nice. Surrey's bought it. Let's go about there. We get another good volley on him. It looks like... yeah. Come on, reverse gears. Come on. Oh yes, we're on it. Nah, we bought it. I guess that's life. Shame we couldn't wrap up the KG5. Could have... would have been... nah, it's my own fault really. Oh, well, 62,000 damage in less than 4 minutes. So, we definitely had some legs. Unfortunately, our positioning just left us a bit exposed, I guess you could say. Well, there's no point watching around here. Maybe we might come back to play the Nelson again. Hello, Apple. I was going to say Apple Crib again. No, okay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hi, champs. Hope you're all okay. In this dark, non-major Temeraire times. Right. I should really caveat, I'm not a battleship player. There's hope for a legendary tier aircraft carrier. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Don't worry, Major. Looking at your teammates, you will still be in the top 3. Well, check that. But yeah, I know what you mean. The Fighting Temeraire is the name of the famous Turner painting of the Napoleonic warship of the same name, being tugged to her final resting place. Ah, nice. That's a nice bit of nice tidbit. Crib on Xbox, more than 8 steps to turn crossplay off in your account settings. In-game, don't have an option to turn it off like on PlayStation, although if you're using a default, adult account crossplay is on by default. Oh, okay. Well, so it's around 15 minutes to go through the 8 steps. Oh. Okay, even when you're not a BB main, you're still doing better than 75% of BBs. I think the reason why I always caveat myself and say I'm not a BB player is because I have a lot of very, very good Battleship players on my friends list, which I do play with on the occasion, I guess you could say. And I always feel ashamed playing a Battleship whenever I'm with them, because they put me to shame. They put me to everlasting shame. Let's see. I'll try and squeeze it between these 2 Yamatos. I think I can just get past the stern of that one, and then we'll be out on the flank. I hope you like the dashing camouflage. Right. Anyway, let's see what we got ourselves into. It's obviously a legendary tier in 8 game. We have a Summer, a Kronstahl, an Alaska, a Musashi, a Temeraire, a Maine, Yamato, and a Gross Cobist. Right. Ooh, the rudder's a bit slow on this one. I haven't really got it built up for rudder, I guess you could say. Oh, enemy DD has closed in on the Charlie. What was the DD? It's a Summer. Okay. No. I was wondering if I had on second fort, which is quite a nice little... Oh. What is your range? A Yamato with exceedingly long range. Look at Jones. First thing I'm doing in training rooms is doing an AA test, 5 Implacables versus 2 friendly AA Friesland. An AA saturation test. Ooh, Neptune's beard. You got spotted just after, well, yeah, literally seconds after I fired my main battery. Now that Temeraire is in reverse. I'm going to be honest, I don't exactly like this flank at the moment. See if the dispersion can just stretch those shells out. And carriers are just sitting in the water. Hopefully carriers will launch planes by default because they are not on PC. Finally a fire. Right. What am I reading here? Oh, I'm a crib. Okay, right. Okay, I got to stitch together crib's messages here. I had my first legendary CV game yesterday, and I was in my vanilla Jutland. Both CVs dominated over the potatoes. Hopefully, carriers will launch planes by default because they are not on PC. Yeah, that's potential. Although if you can do designer matches, I guess you could say, then maybe maybe you can then have like player CVs versus the Frieslands. Yeah, what? I ain't going out there. That's 5 of them. You go out there. There's 2 Yamatos, 1 Temeraire, and 2 Kronstahls, I think. Yeah. I want to live, I don't want to die. Is that too much to ask for? Like, we strong-armed our left flank and they've strong-armed their right flank, and I'm over here on the how badly do I want to get my face pushed in flank? I'm not exactly too keen about pushing up and getting my face pushed in, so I'm gonna... We might be able to take advantage of this broadside main. I mean, the Des Moines should be able to as well. Just try and see if we can build a crossfire, get them to push into us, because if we go out there, it's just going to be a very quick way to die. A shatter and a bounce from the AP. Oh, it's Alaska. Oh, there's someone's in the smoke screen. How would I like to die? That's one way to die. That doesn't look like a good way to die. What about this way? Ooh. Our AP actually finally did something this game. Maybe, perhaps maybe. There's hope for us yet. Maybe not. To be honest, I think now that they've started to try and push, we've been able to kind of like separate them a bit. I think you're all done for. Well, that changed. I think there might be a chance. Let's see if we can put most of the ship back on.
Main turret critically damaged. Our team has taken the lead.
Right, I think we can now push. We just have to be cautious of the summer out there.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, the AP from the Alaska will hurt because it's ricochet angles. Speed and power measure, 1 versus 6, always a winnable situation. Oh, that AP. Let's get this nose in. Oh! There we go. There's not much left in this game for me because there's no chance of my battleship hunting a DD on its own. So I might as well get rid of the Des Moines. Oh, let's have a look. Gonna change. I almost wanted to call it changing rooms. No, it's training rooms. But yeah, you were supposed to bring balance to the force, not leave it in the shambles. No, okay, I never had a soul. Oh, the green screen's getting a bit funny, is it? It's not too bad. Main can be citadel by DDs and cruisers, and of course a BB has to bounce on it. Yeah, lots of bounces. Looks like he doesn't. Montana deck is too thin. Cruiser's plunging fire is almost always a citadel hit. Ooh. Could you play Yamato next so I can kind of learn how to play it? Or oh no. Yeah, okay. I'll play the I'll play the Yamato. Yeah. Well, let this game finish up, and then we'll have a look at the Nelson game as well, because this game's not going to last. It can't last much longer. I mean, we got our own summer, hunting the summer, so it should be over and done with soon. What else have we got left in this game? We've got Des Moines, another Temeraire, Zuma. Oh, and a Zuma. Oh, hello. How did you get in here? Oh, you're in a failed division with a Buffalo. There you go. They haven't done too badly. That's always the downside of these Zuma. There's your commander for Temeraire. Commander for Temeraire, well, it's not a good build. I'm using Azure Lane Queen Elizabeth purely because I want an anti-aircraft commander build. But you could probably just do it with any. So I'm not using anything special from the Azure Lane commander. It's just because I have, in order to have separate builds, I have used her. But yeah, so it's an anti-aircraft build, so it's nothing special. But yeah, we'll take a quick look at the commander build, and then we'll get the Yamato up. Well, have a quick look at the Nelson game. Mid pack. I'm not going to complain then. But yeah, not an impressive game. Commander build wise, yeah. So no fly zone, crisscross, firefighter, master mechanic, fight fire with fire. So basically, it's survivability. Yeah, a lot of survivability, a bit of turret traverse speed, anti-aircraft. Our base rate does improve reload time and shell damage and shell grouping. So, but like Narco says, the Temeraire kind of can be a bit shotgunny. Then I've got Kong and Yamaguchi as like inspirations to just max out anti-aircraft capability. The reason being is I use it online and Temeraire. Regarding Yamato, God, it's been a long time since I've played Yamato. Oh, it's here somewhere. Oh God, we have 56 Japanese ships. It has got a commander, right? Let's see. Main battery, damage control, because I just find that you just get targeted a lot. Target acquisition, I would definitely be swapping out to full concealment nowadays. Main battery mod 3. Can we put a different camera on it? Nope, we're just going to have to live with this camera. Modules. Let's put a spotter aircraft on it. Put one of those on. Put one of those on, or else we're not going to make any money. I'll leave the rest off. Commander build, Nobu. I'm using Madden and Revelli in order to try and maximise reload time. Brawler also increases reload time, well, reduces reload time, I should say. Crisscross, fight fire, yeah, survivability and reload, and a bit of concealment, I guess you could say. Yeah, so that's my Yamato build. Don't expect much from me. I'm not a battleship player. I will probably die very, very quickly. Actually, what I might do, because I know the matchmaking is going to take us a while, let's have a quick look at the Nelson game. We should be over and done with. Nelson game was a victory. Crib called it, top 3. Huh. And I died in the first 4 minutes. Alright, let's get that launched. Daring next, yeah. That's the thing, chat. If you recommend ships I like, I'll play them. Well, then again, also, you recommend ships I don't like. I play them, and I play them badly, unfortunately. We'll see how I do in the Yamato. I mean, it's been a long time. I'll be streaming for about an hour, so I'll do the. I guess I'll do the usual. If you are enjoying the stream, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It obviously helps with the YouTube algorithm and all that lovely stuff. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, all your comments in the chat, much obliged. Right. Gotta remember it's the Yamato. Right, Hayate, Karos, Shimakaze, Kronstadt, Minotaur, Shashi, Republic, Temeraire, Grosser first. I hate doing it, but I'm gonna go in reverse because this ship is big and it needs space to maneuver, and I've got islands on my left hand side. What's that? Oh, Jutland, okay. I almost thought that might have been a daring. Oh, I should caveat. Daring game if we still have it. They are supposed to take it away from us at some point. I don't know when they're going to do it, and there's potential that they might have done it without telling us. Because that's what wargaming does sometimes. Oh god, this thing's big. Enemy spotted, Republic. Does Jutland's one gun at the back for the start was really necessary from Wargone's side? All the other DDs in the line comes with full firepower, but Jutland does not. Yeah, it does seem a bit odd, doesn't it? Some part of me wonders whether they did it just to make it so there was something to grind for. I'd be intrigued to know what the setup's like over on PC. Whether that having one gun at the back came from PC, or whether it's something they added. Just grinded out the hull upgrade for it, and finally she feels like a normal Royal Navy DD. Yeah. Well, I think the enemy's breaking off from this side. I'm not seeing any ships flexing in or something, anything like that. So I think I'm going to take a bit more of a risk. I'm actually going to start pushing this ship in. I played it a little bit cautious at the start because you don't really know where the enemy position is, and they could, for all we know, suddenly come barreling in. 4,000 with AP, that's good. I'm going to hopefully use this Shimakaze as a picket to identify any incoming torpedoes. She should be dead. Nice work. That was a Jutland and a Shimakaze. They did some good work. Are you in range, sir? You are, okay. You see what I mean? Like, you got 18-inch guns, and you pretty much just stay in AP, and you will hurt anything you can touch. It's more about just positioning and being aware of what's around you. And also it's your cheeks. If I don't have angling, can be quite dangerous, because if they can hit you underneath your alpha turret up front, it will go into your citadel and will hurt very much. From Thursday, Tier 7 will be ruined. Le Frandal, the knockoff Jean Bar and other things like that. Yeah. Am I going to be able to draw a line of sight to you, sir? I might be able to. Alright, I'm sticking myself broadside on. That's quite tempting. Yep. Come on, she's accelerated. Damn, that's not going to work now. Oh, but we've got this. One over pen. Oh, that's irritating. Oh. That's cheeks. That's gonna hurt. That should have hurt. back it up now. I'm kind of pinned here. Yeah, I knew it. He's so close. It is just, yeah, 3 over pens. And the rest of it splash short. I don't think I'm going to survive long enough. Maybe if I can get rid of you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We should die. Yeah, alright, let's get that damage cons. And that's going to be all she wrote, chaps. Get the last ditch good luck out. But yeah, there you go, 163k with 6 minutes left on the clock. 2 kills, 4 citadels, 47 hits on target. I've gone for the reload build just because it means you can kind of, in over time, you can get more done, I guess you can say. But you can kind of see the limitations of the ship. She's big, she's chunky, she's not very manoeuvrable, and she can get focused very quickly. Also, 18-inch guns, they work in your favour quite a lot of the times because obviously you can overmatch a lot of armour. However, like you saw with the Minnow, it also means that it kind of works against you and you can completely overmatch something and shoot straight through it. Nothing but air, I guess you could say. But yeah, Yamato, a lot of people love her because of what she is. Honestly, I don't like the ship. Not necessarily because it's a bad ship, but it's more what the ship does to the game. That's probably what I have more of an issue with because it's 18-inch guns. Because it's kind of, I find it very easy to play. I kind of feel it's not idiot proof. Let's be honest. You sail any ship broadside, you're going to get blapped. But I do find, like with Yamato, if you've got a reasonable amount of knowledge and you know the Yamato, you can kind of do well in it without trying too hard, I guess you could say. Maybe I'm being a bit mean or something. But yeah, that's kind of my my thoughts there. Question for today: ravioli or noodles with potatoes and onions? I think ravioli. I don't think noodles, potatoes and onions would go. That's the strangest ramen I've ever heard of. The Pirate Love and Tast will be interesting. Leaving as it is, she's just a worse version of herself, but maybe with the smoke and sonar she'll be OP. I don't think she'll be OP. I think that's why she's been nerfed back a bit. Because obviously, if she was just an outright premium Love and Tast with all these lovely things, it kind of makes you go, why play the Love and Tast? I think by doing it this way, by nerfing the ship a little bit and then giving it this option to choose modules and with the torpedoes and things like that, I think it makes it an interesting ship. And I think there's a lot of interesting potential with that ship, with the different modules. Smoke and sonar, Bang Rag battery reload booster and sonar also might be an interesting one. So I think that does seem quite interesting. So ravioli it is. I'm hungry. I almost forgot. Marco Polo has SAP main battery shells, but normal HE and AP on secondary. So almost like reverse. Jeff, I really like Crunch Style, but you really can't give broadside in it. That is very true. That is very true. Also, at the moment, like Gabriel Crip says, she's rather overpopulated. What if Wargaming get rid of the overbatch mechanic? I don't think you can. I think the overmatch mechanic is always going to be a feature. But the thing is, it makes some sense as well. Major is just jealous that Japan had Yamato and Musashi while Britain had Vanguard. At least Vanguard had AA on deck. Well, I never would like to compare Musashi and Yamato to Vanguard. You kind of have to think, if World War II hadn't started when it started, the Germans would have had Bismarck and Tirpitz. The Americans would have had the Iowa class. Japan would have had the Yamato class. And Britain would have actually had the Lion class. With probably recycling the R-class battleships and the Queen Elizabeth class battleships into mini Vanguards, reusing the guns. So I think the British Navy would have been like Lions with Vanguards, which would have been quite interesting. It also means that probably Hood would have got... I would have loved Hood to have got refit. But I just know there's just no sense in it, and she'd probably just get scrapped along with the Renowned and Repulse. Anyway. Was there any request after the Yamato game? Yeah, Yamato 2, but against 800 planes, every AI is absolutely... That's very true. There's not a lot you can do against 800 planes. Oh well, defeat in the Yami. We got top of the team. Fair enough, no complaints. Right, we have done enough battleships. Well, yes, we did have a Darren request. Yes. Let's get that going. We also have a Hayate. Maybe. It'd be the first time I've played it. I am a bad CC. But don't tell Wargaming that. Oh yeah, we still have daring. Oh, there we go. Right. Just go wait for the matchmaking. Oh. Make Major suffer. Ask for non-British ships. Well, like I always say, like make requests, and I'll see if I can oblige. But yeah, if you don't make requests, I'll just do my own thing. And if I do my own thing, I'm just gonna set the ship selection filter to the UK and the Commonwealth, or the Royal Navy and the Commonwealth navies, and I'll just play through those. Okay, daring. I feel like I need to get over to the Alpha Cap. Interesting. We got Marco Polo. We got a Marlborough anywhere. Neptune gearing. Marlborough's not being tested. Just Marco Polo's being tested this week, is it? Yeah. Marlborough was being tested last week. Marlborough did look interesting. I did actually end up sailing alongside one. Yeah. Jeff, I must admit, Hayate is surprisingly good as an all-rounder. Yeah. Perth, please. She's suffering as well. Sadly, Huang He is better. I don't mind the Perth. I was playing Tiger actually earlier, and I played the Tiger game. Got second on my team. Sunk 2 ships as well. Yeah, we'll give Hayate a spin. First spin. Yamato, Musashi, Kurfürst, Kronstahl. Then what radar they got? Worcester and Kronstahl. Oh, RDF just changed. Is the Kronstahl really using radar this early? It's a little bit of a waste. Oh, we have a gearing. Now, I'm just going to say, we're very... a lot of shells just randomly flying around now. We got very lucky there. Being picked up by radar and no one really taking advantage of it. There is a Worcester there as well. Could it have been the Worcester's radar? I'd like it for the Kronstahl to die and then maybe give me an opportunity to go pick out that gearing. Nice work.
Nice work.
Just leaves the gearing. I definitely want to find that gearing. Smoke screen being dropped. Let's go this way. I want the cap, and I have a sneaking suspicion he might continue around the island. Let's put sonar on. Now. There he is. Ooh. I could drop a smoke. Or maybe I'm being a bit... I'm being a bit tighter at the moment. I should have dropped a smoke, but, you know, we've gone this long. Also, the Worcester had radar. Oh, we took a big risk, but we got the gearing. Must remain Shimakaze. I'm gonna need more HP, but I might be able to fight Shimakaze for a bit. Well, let's just go get the Bravo cap. Ah, Tiger is OP. Everyone knows that, yeah. Neptune next. We got to squeeze in the Hayate at least. But yeah, we should have capability to get a Neptune in as well before the end of the stream. Yeah, we got 45 minutes. Have we? Yeah, 45 minutes. Yes. Oh, what's going on here? Got a very nosy Yamato closing in. Nah, the Alaska's gone. The Worcester's gone. I'm not. I'm gonna stay like this. I was thinking of smoking to open fire on the Yamato, but I think I'm the only one spotting, and if I can do that, and let everyone else kill said Yamato, nice. Then I don't mind. Right, RDF's still pointing over there. Okay. I think Kreskova's got kind of lucky. He's eaten a torpedo. Again, spotting the Kreskova's for the team. Just gonna look at the mini map. I want to see if there's any torpedoes kicking around. Nice. The RDF could be pointing towards the Musashi. It's very hard to say. Wait, there's torpedoes. Yeah, okay, so the RDF's definitely picking out. Yeah, she's over there. Jeez. Let's get this lined up. Now let's give our team some information. She is probably out that way. No, she is. This is the thing, like, if a DD starts pinging squares, there's a good chance that they might have RDF and are trying to help you. Yeah, she's definitely... She is still out that way. I think she's there. Oh, she's just moved. Major, Jutland or Darien, if you had to choose, being careful, tricky question. Oh, she's moved again. Well, I have been liking Jutland, but that's probably because... So, I think at the moment I'd probably pick Jutland because I've played it more. She's now... Wait, where is she now? She's there, yeah. What's the battleship Marco Polo? When did it enter Legends and can I see it? At the moment, she's under super testing, so she's basically going under public testing. Yeah, she's moved that way. Christ almighty. I want to say she's more there. She's definitely giving us the runaround. No, she's up there. We're going to win on points before we actually catch her, I'm sure of it. Because we're raking these points in. Oh. King Roma with 380s. What nation is she from? Probably Italy. No, you can't see it. People complaining about Yamato P. Well, Marco Polo's 406 SAP guns are more broken. You can't angle. You just can't. Oh, hello, Sean. Hello, Sean Whitling. Hello. Right, I'm gonna skip the chat there, I guess you could say. We'll get the Hayate. There was someone wanted Neptune as well. Let's do Hayate, and then we'll do Neptune, and then we'll see what time we've got left. So, first play in the Hayate. Where is it? There we go. What is this boat then? What are we looking at? Maneuverability 37 knots. Artillery 4 seconds. What do I want to do for a commander build? What are you doing, Togo, these days? Okay, let's do this. let's do Togo. Let's do a battle booster. Let's do a credit booster on. Let's put a flag on. Let's stick with smoke. We will go for main battery and main battery. You have to go for concealment, and we'll go for propulsion. Ooh. Some interesting conversation regarding the Marco Polo and the Roma in the chat, but I'll leave you chaps to it. Or ladies and gents to it, I should say. Right. So let's have a first go in the Hayate. I haven't even looked at the stats. Well, I kind of looked at the speed and I looked at the guns. That's about it. So we'll see how it goes. But don't hold out for miracles. Be with sap shells will be fun. JJ, they should make new loading screens as these ones get quite boring. I think they could definitely do with updating the definitely do with updating the tips. Des Moines and Alaska. So neither of you going to be in smoke. Des Moines, okay. Let's go support the Kleber because she hasn't got smoke. Oh, it's not a carry game, so it doesn't matter too much. I've gone for a speed build. 42 knots. Oh, we're going to hit 43. I don't think she needs a speed build. I just wanted to put it on. The Tech-Tree Tier 8 Italian BB will be boring. Should have a 3 times 4 356 guns. Wait, she's Tech-Tree, so what's the new cruiser then? Marco Polo. Yeah, Marco Polo is not Tech-Tree. At the moment, they are testing a number of ships, one of which is Marlborough. There's also Marco Polo. I think there's at least 2 others as well. At the moment, they're literally just putting them in public testing with super testers, just to see how they fit and that they don't break the game's mechanics, I guess you could say. Right, if I get a moment, I'm going to want to just sort my headset out. Well, I know you need my support, that's why I'm here, sir. Alaska, oh goody, that's got radar. Let's not get radared. There we go. Oh, I missed tube by tube. I've been playing British Destroyers too much. There's a gearing. I'm not going to shoot the gearing. Temeraire? Yeah, what's the name of the team? Alaska, Des Moines, Worcester. Yeah, lots of radar. There's always one mad Shimakaze, isn't there, that insists on going down the middle. Ooh, that's a nasty torpedo, isn't it? Oh, we've got another torpedo hitting something. Oh, there we go, there's the fire, that's what we wanted. Right, speed and power into the middle. Engine booster. That's the thing, when I go to Tokyo next year, all my Japanese is going to be from this game, isn't it? Oh, that Shimakaze's dead. Kind of want to support this Des Moines. Yoshino, that's it. Yes, has Yoshino been spotted? I can't remember now. All our battleships are dead. Engine booster, speedo and power. The taxi is sorted in Tokyo. Gonna have some very fast taxis, aren't I, when I'm in Tokyo? Marlboro, yeah, Shino, Marco Polo. Marlboro's a what if KG5 class with 16 14-inch guns. This is taking its time. I was kind of hoping that maybe the Yamato might like start gunning it down there. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, they're doing it now. Oh, hello there. No, I don't want to stay and play. But if you could suck up a torpedo, that'd be great. Get a fire on the Yami and then we're going to have to move. Where's that Jutland? I'm not pleased with my positioning on this map, but I'm just going to have to live with it. Las Vegas, good evening, sir. Good evening, good evening. Catching us in our first game in the Hayate ever. I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with the general perspective of what people say about her, and from what I've seen in the chat is, yeah, she's a Japanese hybrid. I could probably come to like her. I just don't play Japanese destroyers that much. I'm not going to complain about 45 knots though. What would you like me to do, sir? I'm trying to set a Yamato on fire. Well, we got high caliber, but yeah, we're having to pay for it. Probably gonna die now. Or we can live. Ooh, that was close. I don't think there's much left in our bag of tricks. Very long torpedo reload. Oh, nice work. I suspect that Yamato is going to try and slow down. That Yamato's. So what's left is Yamato's. What's the cruiser? Des Moines. Okay, okay. Then it was. Good evening. Good evening. That should wrap up that Yamato. Nice, nice. We're not close enough to engage that Yamato. Hayate's lowest torpedo reload with a proper build is 83 seconds. That's still too much compared to the rest of the party. Better focusing on guns survivability. That is probably very, very true. Oh, we're actually closing in range. And she's got her guns trained the wrong way. Let's see if we can get a fire. Okay. Oh, she damaged content. Ah, yes, we've managed to set another one. Hey Major, have you done ranked? What ship did you use for it? I haven't been able to play this season, but if I was going to partake, I would have probably played a French destroyer, because I find them to be the most fun when it comes to ranked 1v1, because you got an I win button and torpedoes that hit like a truck. Although at tier 6 is a bit risky. Well, we're not going to win. Definitely not going to win now. So let's see if we can get rid of this Yamato. Oh, I've got Witherer. Go on, 4 seconds left, just die. Arsonist. Yeah, I don't mind Hayate. From that one game, like, so probably the only game I'll ever play in it. Yeah, no, it seems like a very capable Japanese destroyer. 173,000 damage, 10 fires, 226 hits on target, 3 torpedoes, each torpedo hit causing flooding. Capture assist, detections, Witherer Arsonist, high caliber, top of the team with 2,170 XP. Yeah. It's Hayate's Hayate, I guess you could say. I chose the Azerlane Yukaze or Ship Smasher for ranked. Yeah. That's fair, that's fair. Gajimada. Yeah, Gajimada's a good shout. Right, what was after... Neptune. That was a request. And then we might have time for one more after that, so I think I might put my foot down and pick the last ship of the stream myself. Oh, Gaja, the Gaja crib. I was thinking German for sonar. The mass could be good for sonar. Z39 would be a very strong choice. Garage Badge is a good, interesting one. Jervis as well, potentially, if you want to use that sonar build. I like the French in ranked on 1v1 ranked because they can just kind of charge in there and use your main battery reload booster. And I have a tank build on my French destroyers. For example, I think my tier 5 French destroyer had like 20,000 over 20,000 HP. Albin or Hino? I ran York, 86% win rate. Yeah, no, York's a good pick for a cruiser. York's got the armour, she's got good guns, good AP, lots of torpedoes. Great sonar too. Yeah, no, York's a very strong pick for a cruiser. It'd be very hard to pick any other cruiser really at tier 6 for 1v1 ranked, because most cruisers just don't have the armour to kind of survive against 16-inch gun battleships. Is there a carrier game? Oh, a legendary tier carrier game. Why are you coming with me, sir? You're a cold bear, that's why. Well, the good news is that this flank has lots and lots and lots of AA potential then. Right, let's get this ship turned in. Let's maybe have a quick peek at, say, the ship roster. Enemy team: Shimakaze, Gearing, Stalingrad, Minotaur, Alaska, Des Moines, Musashi, Yamato, Midway. Yeah, it's getting to the point now where it's worth now considering AA builds or AA modules on legendary tier ships. Yeah, Z35 for me. After messing around in Heinrich with a few others. Yeah, no, yeah, Z35, not Z39, Z35. That's what I mean. This is the problem with the Germans. They named all the destroyers the same. Oh, you're going to open fire, are you? Damn, this is not nice. Oh, thank God you just fired at someone else. I get to live. I just realised this isn't Neptune, is it? This is Minnow. Was anyone going to tell me? Randy, hello. Most of my tier 5 fleet had boosted AA thanks to Arc Roll. Yeah, no, I could see that. Arc Roll has put aircraft carriers on the awareness map, I guess you could say. Sorry, Sean. No, to be smarter. Don't overthink it. 1v1 rank should last maximum 3 minutes. Surprise your ally. Surprise is your ally. I was kind of hoping I might get a bit more spotting of the Yamato through in the middle, but we don't seem to be getting any of that, which is a shame. Oh, we'll definitely be playing Neptune next. I'm very surprised that the Yamato hasn't fired at anyone. was kind of hoping he would. Oh, he's got out of here. Right, okay. I think I'm going to take stock of this situation, and I'm going to say it's time to move over to the other flank, because there's only 2 enemy vessels over here. I feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth our team over-committing to this flank when there's only 2 enemy ships. We need to probably commit to the other flank, so I'm going to move across. No, it's Neptune. You're just seeing things. Thanks, Nicholas. Just ignore the name in the bottom corner. This is Neptune. Right, so I think a Minnow's going to charge it in. Let's get past this Worcester. Our carrier needs to get out of that, because he's going to find himself in a horrible situation shortly where there's not going to be any friendly vessels in front of him. And that's just all going to hit the island, but well, we need to get over there. Enemy gearings and half health. That Minotaur should probably get chewed up. Yeah, Montana, Colbert, that should do it. Major, that's Minnow and not Neptune, yeah. Yeah, I was looking at it thinking, doesn't look like Neptune, but I don't remember Neptune having this many AA guns. Yeah, I think I've made the right decision. Right. Drop to 25 knots. Check. Smoking up. Oh god, these shells are so floaty. And now all the names are blocking my line of sight. Let's focus on the Stalingrad. Des Moines. Yeah, kind of knew it was going to happen. It's got to be Stalingrad. Let's hope the Stalingrad overshoots. Nice. Why am I still lit up? That must have been the Des Moines then. We do have torpedoes, okay. Oh, okay. Go on left, right up. Let's hope for the best. That could have been worse. Oh. Oh no, there's a battleship. Right, go on. Get down to 25 knots, drop that smoke. Oh, there's a destroyer lit up, let's have a crack.
Smoke screen. Many thanks.
Let's put sonar on. Well, I'm going to say thank you to the carrier,
Obliged.
because without him I wouldn't have been able to actually engage that destroyer. Here's hoping that Stalingrad doesn't have radar anytime soon, because we're going to get our caught with our trousers down against that Bishashi if he does. Oh boy.
Victory is in sight.
That's my last smoke ray. Let's just open water it, I think. Oh, he's looking at me. Come on, full speed. Ah, nice, he's gone. Right, carrier is... Let's get this lined up and then I'll try and... Soul Boy, hello, good evening. Ah. Okay, I just need to change my glasses, yeah. Major, blame it on muscle memory. I don't even play Legendary tier that much. In Montana. Montana's right. Montana is right. Let's see. Olive's saying out this way. Yeah, I want to say over there. Oh, stretch those arms. Well, there's not much to do apart from slowly trundle across the map as we accrue points. Oh. Well, we got... I'll do one more. I'll do Neptune, and then we'll call it the end of the stream. Sure, my boss is threatening to sack an employee at my work with the worst posture. I have a hunch it would be me. Let's not talk about work. I might have a very interesting week. Right, is my Vanguard Madden, Avora, Palo, Shell Switch build a terrible idea? Give it a go. Then it was a turn. I'll jump in the last one with you. Go on then. Go on then. It's just one game, but yeah. Okay, I'm not alright. That's a good Minnow game, but that was supposed to be a Neptune game. Where are you? There you are. Oh yeah, I messed that one up. There we go. This time, let's play the real Neptune. The Minnow Neptune, Neptune, or the Plymouth Neptune Major. It's easily done, Crazy. Oh. The shell switching build. I mean, it's a build. I'll be honest. Whether it's a terrible idea, I don't know. It's expensive. That is true. But I think I can get the shell switch down to 7 seconds. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, Randy. I've got no idea how that'll play out. However, I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it. Oh, because this is the thing. 7 second shell switch. That's actually quite a nice idea. I have to think about it. Oh, you're in the Albi. Okay. Enemy team: Jutland, Shimikaze, Minotaur, Des Moines, Musashi, Republic, Grosco first, and a Montana. Well, where are you, sir? There you are. Where are you going then, sir? Are you going left? Are you going right? You're going rightish? No, you're going leftish. I guess we go left then. Okay. But British shells. Trying to do all the yeah. What's the sacrifices for shell switching, shell grouping, dispersion, or maneuverability? It's your inspirations. That's all you're really trading in, because you can only, like, on second thought, I do actually take on the occasion, which it can be quite helpful. Yeah, swapping out some inspirations for it to get that down even more. That doesn't sound half bad. That actually, it sounds like there could be a niche build for it. Inspirations and a Madden perk, yeah. I'd be honest. I'm tempted to give it a go. Because especially say at like lower tiers, so like say if you're in War Spite or something like that, sometimes shell switching can be quite critical. What we got here? Des Moines. I think we've got 3 Wildry builders. I think that's what we're looking at. We've lost an Alaska already. Okay, they seem to have all buddied up nicely.
Smoke generator activated.
Why is the Shimikaze approaching you? Does he have a death wish? Oh, okay, our team's just folding up. Can I just disappear?
Main turret critically damaged. Smoke screen set.
I think I'm just gonna have to throw some torpedoes out on the hope that I can just catch something unawares. Well, I am very dead. That Des Moines is scary.
Smoke generator. Smoke screen set.
As soon as that Des Moines gets in radar range and blips me, I'm dead. Let's just see if we can mulch away someone in the meantime. Oh, lucky. That's not good news. Oh. Yeah. As soon as radar starts closing in, you know you're gonna die soon. But There's a chance. It's slim. It is definitely slim. But there is a chance we might pull this off. Well, let's jump on board with Name was Eternal in the Albing, a ship I never played, or a ship I refused to play, I guess you could say. Oh, that's a nice chunk of damage though. Oh, Republic's on for a Kraken as well. Right. Oh, winnable hero time for Eternal. Yeah, very true. Haven't changed my glasses yet, but this gun sounds more like Neptune-ish than before. Not enough pew-pews. Well, this game got turned around. So let's have a look at this German cruiser, pretending to be a destroyer. I'd love to see, like, this is where like training was really cool. Do an Albing versus like a Leander. I think Eternal's definitely going to be taking first place. Though she does seem a bit squishy, to be honest. She's as squishy as a Fiji. She's just 2 tiers higher up, and I think that's obviously where it can hurt. She will go pop very quickly. Elbing, there's a reconnaissance cruiser. Yeah, very much like the Munchkin at tier 6. Was it? I call it Munchkin. Is it Michin? This concept of this light reconnaissance cruiser. The Palo Media is actually a reconnaissance cruiser as well. So they're basically like low tier cruisers with tweaked stats and introduced as destroyers at higher tiers. There she goes. Neptune was an M-class cruiser. Albin is no such sort. Is Albin a complete fantasy? The M-class design was always quite amusing. There's no actual physical space for the crew on board, or not. There's not enough space. Oh, not too below mid. Oh well. I'll suffer with that. Well, much obliged, Eternal, for popping by. What did we have a good game in that we were kind of impressed with or pleased with? I did like the Minnow game. Let's put the Minnow up. But yeah, I'd say thank you to everyone who has popped by. It's been much obliged. I know these streams now, I'm not using OBS anymore because my laptop bought it, and I'm not replacing the laptop because I'm saving to go to Japan. Well, not saving to go. We are booked. We are scheduled to go. It's saving for the Nelson was a good game, but also a very short game. Yeah, so we're saving for spending money, I guess you could say, for when we're over there. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has popped by. Everyone was completely own design mixed for 1939 Z class with Nuremberg together. Okay. Sure, I might as well made from foam and be called Neptune. That's quite a good one. Right, I'm going to quickly go all the way back to the start and say thank you to everyone who's popped by, and that includes Dark Magician, Salty Sax, Britt Battler, JJ07. Let's see, who else did we have popped by? Amal Criv as well, thank you. Jeff Dave. Pegger Jones as well, much obliged. Action Pumper, enjoy your holiday, sir. Enjoy your holiday. Sniper Patch, good to see you. Naraka as well, much obliged. I'm sure I've seen Sean Whitley in the chat, so I'll say thank you as well. There he is there. Vaz Vegas, much obliged, sir. Rani Chang as well, many thanks. Asif Ahmed as well, good to see you. Albanor as well, Much obliged. Soul Boy, good to see you. Good to see you. And I think that is everything from everyone. Many thanks everyone for popping by. I know obviously my entire stream schedule and channel has completely changed due to life and other things like that. But yeah, I'm going to try and get back into the Friday streams. Recently, obviously, haven't done the Friday live stream because last week was what was happening last week? I can't even remember. Last week we had the mother-in-law round, that was it, and then this week, the wife wanted to watch a film. She wanted to have a chilled Friday night in, so I thought I'd oblige her, and hence Sunday night live stream. But in future, we will obviously be hopefully returning back to Friday night live streams. I might even see if I can chuck in a few more extra live streams here and there, just to keep things going, I guess you could say. Oh well, I'd say thank you to everyone. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay well. Enjoy what's left of your weekend, and enjoy the forthcoming week. I'm going to turn up the music and say, until next time, I'm the Gav Major, and back to the pool.